In this video, you're gonna learn exactly how to become an amazing musician just by changing one simple thing in your practice routine, and this applies to musicians of all kinds. Pianists, violin players, guitar players, electric guitar players, every single one of you. Now make sure to stick around until the end, because I'm gonna show you exactly how to use what I teach you in a practical context. And this one change could simply 2 times your playing, because it revolves around the foundation of music, which is rhythm. And for example, if you were to play in a band and no one had a sense of rhythm, it would be a total disaster and it would sound awful. It would be the same as if every single one of the members would play in a different key, which you can probably picture in your mind. It would sound totally awful. So in order to get better at music, you really have to master rhythm. And the way you do that is simply by practicing to a metronome click. But do not click off yet. I know you've heard it a million times, but that's because it works and it's really important. So there are 3 main words you need to know before starting. The first one being tempo, which is how fast the metronome is going. And for example, if we had 60 beats per minute, that means that the metronome clicks 60 times per minute. So once every second. Beat is the click of the metronome. Subdivisions, which are how many notes you play in a beat. For example, whole notes are 1 note every 4 beats. Half notes are 1 in every 2 beats. Quarter notes, which are 1 in every beat. Eighth notes, which are 2 in every beat, 16th notes, which are 4 in every beat, and I hope you get the idea. Each time it's half the previous subdivision. And then we also have triplets, which for example can be 8th note triplets, and that means 3 notes every beat. Or it can be quarter note triplets, which means 3 notes every 2 beats, and so on and so on. And now we have time signatures, which means how many times will the metronome click before it repeats. And this number, the top number, tells us how many times the click is heard. And this one, the bottom number, tells us the subdivision. Now, if you don't want to miss out on any future videos like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button underneath this video. And now let's get back to the video. And now when you know what a tempo is, what a beat is, what a subdivision is, and what a time signature is, let me put this on a practical example. So the tempo is 60 beats per minute, which means 1 beat every second. The time signature is 4/4, which means that 4 quarter notes are played before the metronome is playing over again. And now I'm gonna play a subdivision and you're gonna guess which subdivision it is. So, which subdivision was that? I will play it again for you. Yes, those were 8th notes. Now for the second one. Which subdivision was that? Let me play it again. And yes, those were 8th note triplets. Now that you know these basics, it's time for me to tell you how to incorporate it into your practice routine. And that's actually pretty simple, because all you do is turn on the metronome and play your exercises to the metronome click. And you will certainly be able to do it if you follow this exercise I'm gonna show you right now. So, the exercise is this. You take your metronome and you pick a tempo and you pick your time signature. And for the start, all you do is pick 3 different subdivisions and try switching in between them while playing to the metronome. So it would look something like this. So I was playing the quarter notes, 8th notes and 8th note triplets in this. You can choose whatever subdivision you like, but these ones are amazing for starting out. Also, what's great is 16th notes, 8th notes and 8th note triplets. And once you can do this comfortably, you can add more and more subdivisions. You can even try some odd subdivisions, which are in 5 quintuplets or 7, and you get the idea. Now make sure to watch this playlist in which I explain to you the most important techniques for writing sick metal riffs, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.